Hey you guys, welcome back to my channel. It's your girl Dominique. If you are new to my channel, thank you for coming, and please do not forget to like, comment, and subscribe. And if you are back, again, thank you guys. But anyway, I am just riding around, casually just riding around in my car, because this is just like what I like to do when I'm thinking and pondering on things. And I do have my cousin here that is recording. You can actually introduce yourself because I'm going to shout you out as well for your channel.
Hi, I'm Jessica.
So she actually is starting her YouTube as well. I'm not sure if I'm going to drop my video today or tomorrow, but we are actually going to be dropping her video today, so definitely go check out her content. I will leave the link to her channel in my description. So yeah, definitely go check her out. Her what is it called? Jessica's World?
Yes.
Her channel is called Jessica's World. So if you do see her pop in and out, that's the only reason why. But pretty much, I just wanted to come in and just talk to you guys, and just basically to reflect on some things like from last year going on to this year. Oh, and just to touch bases on basically what I want my channel to be about. I know I did mention that as well. So let's start there. So pretty much, I don't want to put like my channel in a category. I guess the best one that we could choose would probably be lifestyle, because I'm all over the place. Like, if I come up with the idea, if I think of something, that's just what I'm going to go with, you know. Of course, I'm going to be vlogging like we're doing today. We're going to do some vlog videos. You know, probably some sit down, chit chat, eat with me type things, mukbangs, however you say it. Pretty much just stuff like that. I just wanted to be, you know, an inspiration to others. You know, we all go through things in life, and not everyone is comfortable speaking on things. But as me, I'm a very private person. But if anyone is going to, you know, speak on me or tell my story, I don't mind telling my truth, and basically what I go through. Once I come to terms with it, once I come to terms with it, that is. So pretty much, I just wanted to come and just have a little chit chat of what I've been thinking on here recently. You know, some struggles, some troubles, you know, that I've been going through. But also just putting it into terms of, you know, the brighter side of it. Because, of course, we all do go through things on a daily. Some days are good, some days are bad. You know, of course, some days we're just over it. Just, you know, life in general as a whole. So I just want to give like a backstory of basically how I am. Not how I am, but how I got to where I am today. So pretty much, just to sum it all up, as last year with me starting on a journey of basically finding myself in which direction to head in. And I will say that starting off with my finding a car. So I struggled really bad last year with my mental health. My first step, you know, I'm of age where I feel like, you know, it's time for you to get your shit together. You know, basically still living with my mom, you know, stuff like that. I didn't have a vehicle at the time, stuff like that. But I just got to a point to where, you know, I just said, you know, forget it. Let's look into bettering yourself. You know, at one point in time, you know, some point in time in your life, you just have to stop and say, okay, you need to focus, you know, solely on you. Because I'm a giver. I give. That's just the type of person that I am. That's just the type of heart that I have. But I had to stop and say, you know, Dominique, you need to take a few steps back. Like, what are you doing that is benefiting you? Yeah, it's nice that you can help others. Yes, it's nice that you know, that you have that kind and generous heart. But what are you doing that is benefiting you? You know what I'm saying? So I just took a few steps back and was like, you know, set some goals for myself. What did I want for myself? One of them being was start with getting a vehicle. So my brother, he actually works at a car dealership, so I definitely put my trust into him to help me out with this process as a whole. So he works at a car dealership, and I started with him, went and sat down with him. He took my information and ran my credit, and I'm like, credit, what is that? So I had no idea. Like, I just had no clue what could come up from this, pretty much. So he ran my credit and all that stuff, and he's like, Dominique, right now, basically it's not going to happen. Of course, he didn't pitch it to me like that, but that's just what it boiled down to. And I'm just sitting there bawling my eyes out. Like, what am I doing wrong? What's my next step? Like, John, I do not know what to do. And, he just put it into a different perspective for me. You're doing good. And which at that point, my mind was just like, what are you doing, Dominique? Like, you're out here basically not getting anything done, which was definitely not the case, because I was working myself up to where I am. But when you're in that state, when you're trying so hard to get things done, you're not thinking like that. You think the worst of the worst. So he just put it in perspective to me, like, basically broke down what credit is, because I had no clue. If y'all do not know, just take it from me, credit is everything. Okay, I have learned that within 7 months, a 7-month time frame. That credit is everything. Credit is like what gets you approved for pretty much adult-like things, stuff that you need in life, stuff that you can't avoid. So definitely focus on your credit. Pay your stuff on time. Don't sign anything that you're not aware of what you're getting into, so on and so forth. But I definitely learned about my credit, and I had plenty of things on my credit that needed to be taken care of. I didn't have anything established yet where, basically I have zero credit. Let's just throw it out there. But I had things on my credit that wasn't helping it at all either. So that was just step number one, was basically getting that figured out. I had no clue about it, and it just hurt. It just hurt at that time, because I've been trying so hard, and I just knew, like, yeah, you got to figure it out. But all in all, sometimes you don't have it all figured out, which is okay. But then I didn't feel that way. It led me to a very, very dark place. I had gotten to the point to where I actually had a mental breakdown. And thank God I was fortunate enough to accept that, come to terms with that, and actually seek help. It is nothing wrong with seeking help when it comes to your mental health. Like, mental health. It's nothing wrong with doing that. Like, you guys, please, please, please take care of yourself. Because tomorrow is not promised. And, some people aren't as fortunate to, accept where they're at in life. But I just want to encourage and say, accept who you are. You are you for a reason. You were put here for a reason. It's not meant for everyone to understand your story. It's not meant for everyone to understand why you walk in the shoes that you do. Please, 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 just take care of yourself. It is okay. But all in all, basically, just to cut to the chase, that just gave you a little rundown of me basically figuring out who I am. That's where it all started. Although, like, through all of the negativity, through the lows, the highs and the lows, basically what I just wanted to say is, you go through storms to bring you to where you're at today. Whether you understand where you're at, whether you don't, I know it's like cliche, everyone says it, everything happens for a reason, okay? Everything happens for a reason. And yes, it is so true. God does not place anything on you that you cannot bear. Okay? But you go through the things that you do for a reason. It makes you who you are. In those dark times where you can't see the light or the positivity in the situation that you are going through, just keep pushing. Remain humble. Keep pushing. Never give up, because everything is temporary. Everything is temporary. Sometimes the good too. Everything is temporary. And that's why you have to remain humble through all your situations, because you just never know. You never know. But you have to keep that faith and keep the willingness to keep on pushing on and pushing on and doing what you have to do. Stay focused. But all in all, and this is something new to me as well, like, have some type of relationship with God. Like, I'm not the biggest Christian. Like, I'm not the strongest Christian. This is all new to me, like, literally today. And that's why I just wanted to come in and say this. Like, my neighbor, like, literally yesterday, I had asked, I prayed to God and said, could you bless me with friends this year? Which is weird. That's different for me, because I always say you don't need friends. Like I said in my last video, I don't have any. I always say you don't need friends. That's not true. That's not true. You definitely need someone there that's outside of your circle, outside of family, that you can go to, not necessarily confide in, but you know what I'm saying. You do need that person. And I have this neighbor. I didn't know her for at all. I just didn't know her. And then her and her friend actually popped up at my doorstep and just basically said, and this was last year, can I pray for you? And I asked them, like, what made you come over here? And basically they just put it into terms like they just had this feeling, like they had this hunch. And it's just like, it blows my mind, because when we were just speaking, having general conversation, like, I could hear God speaking to me through them. Like, I needed this. And it's just crossing my mind, because we actually had our first Bible study today with one another. It's totally weird. Well, it was weird. It did feel weird, because it's like my neighbor and I really don't know you. And hey, thanks for watching this video. I know you'll see this. It was weird for me to just come together and say, just give it a try, give it a go. And I'm telling you, we studied the chapter, Luke 18, verses 9 through 17. You guys should check that out. You guys should definitely check that out, because, within those verses, it just puts everything into a different perspective. Like, definitely check that out. If you want to go into more about it, we could definitely talk about it more. But I want to challenge you all to go check that out. I want to share that word with you all today, because it just puts everything into a different perspective. Like, just to remain humble. And God is not, he's here for you. I have done some really harsh things. I've said some harsh things. I have cursed God, because like I said, when I was in that dark headspace last year, I was really down. I was really, really down. But just check out that book in the Bible. I think that's what it's called. I told you, this is really new to me. Like, I'm trying all new things out for this year, just so I could be in a better headspace. Definitely check that out. That's a good read. But I just wanted to come in today, just basically, maybe some people are going through the same phase that I'm in right now. Just basically to tell you guys, like, do not give up. Like, keep up the good work. Although, and people people don't hear it on a daily. Like, I will tell people at a drop of a dime if I don't know you. Like, I'm a very open person. Like, people do not hear, you know, encouragement on the daily, or just, you know, hear that you're doing a good job. Every day is not going to be perfect. It's not. It's just not. We don't live in a perfect world. This world isn't perfect. No one is perfect. No one is perfect. But I just wanted to personally say, and this video may be all over the place because I'm just rambling, because it's just thoughts in my mind, like I said, but I just want to tell you all to keep going, keep pushing, do things that make you happy, put yourself first, and you got this. You simply got this. I just want to send my love, you know, my thoughts, my energy your way. If nobody believes in you, I definitely do. I know that sounds crazy, but some people just need to hear it. I know I'm one of those that I like to hear stuff like that, and you know, you don't hear it on the regular. So I just wanted to push that love off on you guys, and just know, you got it. You got this. I know this video was probably all over the place, but hopefully you get what I'm saying, where I'm coming from. I just wanted to, you know, share the love. But again, I guess we're going to go just leave it there, because I don't want to get too far into it or sound crazy. But I guess we'll just leave it there. And again, I do appreciate you guys for taking your time out the day to show me love. And the response from my first video, you guys really encouraged me to keep it going, because I was just like, I don't know, is this for me? But hey, you just have to put one foot in one foot in front of the other, put yourself out there, you know, and look what it got me. You know, you guys are showing me much love. Continue to share, like, and comment. You guys can talk to me. Don't be scared, okay? You guys can talk to me. But yeah, continue to show the love. I appreciate everything that you guys are doing. I know this is like only my third, technically my second video, but I couldn't do this without you. So again, thank you, and I will see you in my next video. Much love. Bye bye.